The problem with transformational change is not the rate of failure. It is how often, over 50%, we deliver mediocre result. And the question is, what do the 12% who actually meet or exceed the full potential of a transformation do differently? And what they do is they don't fall into the traps of three very common myths. The first myth is essentially that it's all about making it easier for people, to help them minimize the effect of the transformation. And the reality is anything that's transformational is going to be disruptive. People will experience loss of control. So it's about building a very powerful case for change and really capturing the hearts and minds with co-creating with key people in the organization a very clear and compelling future of what does it look like when it's finished, when we're on the other side of it. The second myth is that risk is irrational and hard to predict. And the good news is risks are predictable, they're measurable. There are very well-known patterns on how risks plays out at different stages of a transformation. And the good news is, against every one of them, we have very well-defined best practices for addressing them in a unique way that matches the unique risk profile that each transformation might have. And the last myth is that just good managers with good people skills can model through. And the reality is many of those mitigations are quite counterintuitive. Communication, for instance, when people are under high stress, they only have 20% of their ability to hear, understand, and retain information available. So you need to communicate entirely differently. Or how to change behaviors. It's not just about all the communication and the training you do up front. It's about how you reinforce behavior on the back end. In fact, positive consequences are 4 times more powerful than anything you can do in the front end to sustain behavior change in the long term. So you see, there are ways through it. You just have to really understand the risks and mitigate them in a uniquely tailored way using the best practices that are available.